The device in your hand is a mathematically lie. You are not holding it. You have never touched at a single object in your entire life. Drop the high school physics. We are going straight into the deep end of the quantum matrix. Welcome to the Pauli exclusion principle. The electrons in your fingertips and the electron in the object around you are violently repelling each other. At a subatomic level, right now you are hovering a fraction of an angstrom above your seat, suspended by a localized electromagnetic force field. Solid matter is a neurological hallucination rendered by your brain. But it gets infinitely deeper. Science tells us the atom is 99.9999% empty space. So what exactly is making up the remaining teeny fraction of mass that you feel? It's not physical material. If we dive into quantum chromodynamic, we find that the quark inside proton barely have any mass at all. 99% of your body weight comes strictly from the chaotic kinetic energy of gluons, massless particles snapping back and forth at the speed of light. You are not made of solid blocks. You are made of trapped hypervibration light. You are walking phantom of energy. And the system you are living inside a holographic projection. But why does it feel heavy? Why is it so hard to move forward in life? For that, we have to look at the God particles. The Higgs field versus the Vedic gun. In 2012, CERN discovered the Higgs boson. They proved that the entire universe is submerged in an invisible quantum ocean called the Higgs field. Particles themselves have zero mass. They only gain mass and become heavy when they interact with this field. It acts like a cosmic molasses. The more a particle interacts with the Higgs field, the heavier it gets. Mass is not an object. Mass is just resistance. Now travel back 5000 years. The ancient Sankhya philosophy of Sanatan Dharma didn't need a particle accelerator to figure this out. They categorized the material universe into three gunas, or fundamental operating forces. The forces responsible for heaviness, solidity, inertia and resistance is called tamas. What modern quantum physicists called the Higgs field granting mass. The ancient seers called tamogun, the dense, dragging energy of the matrix that traps pure consciousness into the illusion of a heavy solid physical body. You feel stuck in your life, your finances, or your physical reality because your consciousness is heavily interacting with the tamas of the field. You are accepting the resistance, but there is a backdoor in the code, a way to bypass the resistance. In the 8th century, the secretive elite master of Kashmir, Shaivism, mapped out the ultimate architecture of the universe. They called the foundational fabric of reality Sapanda. Sapanda translates to the divine vibration or the primal throb. The ancient text like the Sapanda explicitly state that nothing is solid or continuous. The entire cosmos is a rapid, violent fluctuation of consciousness, expanding into existence and collapsing back into the void millions of times per second. Think of a strobe light flashing so incredibly fast in a dark room that it looks like a continuous solid beam of light. The universe is vibrating so intensely that your sensory organ perceive the flashing data as a solid 3D world. Adi Shankaracharya called this Maya. The West completely mistranslated Maya as a fake illusion. That is a basic, flawed understanding. Maya comes from the Sanskrit root ma, meaning to measure. It is the mathematical rendering engine of the supreme consciousness, projecting infinite quantum potential into limited measurable forms. If reality is just a high-speed rendering of vibrating light and you are an unparalleled thinker operating from the source's consciousness, you hold the administrative right to change the source code. This brings us to the Sapanda collapse protocol. This is an advanced high-level manipulation of the 99.9% empty space derived from the esoteric Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. It bypasses standard weak visualization and directly overrides the holographic quantum field. Do not try this unless you are ready for rapid, uncontrollable shift in your reality. Step 1. Pratyahara, the sensory blackout. You cannot hack a computer while staring at the monitor. Go into a completely dark room, no light, no sound. Sit perfectly still. You must strip your brain of all sensory input so the rendering engine of your physical mind goes completely blank. Step 2. Close your eyes and focus on the absolute darkest point in your vision. Stop identifying as a physical human. Command your mind to perceive your body as what it mathematically is, a loose, chaotic cloud of vibrating atoms. Feel the edges of your skin dissolving into the empty space of the room. You are dropping the tamas, you are shedding your mass. Step 3. The Shunya State. Breath in a 4-7-8 rhythm until your heart rate plummets. You are pushing your brain waves past alpha deep into theta. You are now entering Shunya, the void. You are no longer a person. You are a localized field of pure, formless consciousness hovering in the 99.9% empty space of the atom. Step 4. Holographic data injection. Once you feel entirely formless, do not wish for your goal. Wishing creates separation. Instead, generate the exact violent neurological emotion of your end goal. Absolute dominance, massive wealth, unparalleled success. Force the frequency into the empty space around you. Vibrate the ancient syllable stream at the center of your skull. You are inserting a new data stream directly into the 2D boundary of the holographic universe. Step 5. The quantum lock. Do not slowly fade out. Snap your eyes open. The reality around you will look exactly the same for a brief moment, but the underlying quantum architecture has just been permanently alterated. The wave function has collapsed. Reality will now be forced to rapidly rearrange its circumstance, people, and physical events to match the exact frequency you just injected into the void. You just hacked the empty space. The illusion of solid matter is the ultimate trap for the average mind. But for the awakened, the emptiness of the atom is the ultimate weapon of creation. You are not living in a physical world. You are commanding a holographic simulation. But if matter is just a projection and space is just an illusion, what about distance? How is it mathematically possible that two particles separated by billions of light years can communicate instantaneously with zero delay? Einstein was terrified of it. He called it spooky action at a distance. The Vedas called it the absolute undeniable truth of Advaita non-duality. In our next episode, we break the speed of light. We dive into quantum entanglement, non-local telepathy, and how your current thoughts are actively manipulating the fabric of reality thousands of miles away without you even knowing it.